Rakatha Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, double honors to the apostle and elders in Great Millstone who rule well and teach well with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. Brothers labor in his truth, putting their life on the line, especially in these times. Salutations to you, brothers, and you brothers and sisters believe in his truth wholeheartedly and sincerely. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, hold on, let me get this. Pray this lesson is edifying to the flock and to the sheep. Just a quick little lesson. I'm start off at Psalms 2. Psalms 2 and verse 7. I will declare the decree the Lord hath said unto me. Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. So we're going to jump back up. Right here is reads, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. All right, so starting with Yahweh Shai, the 12, King David, 12, on down 144,000, on down, you know, there are going to be heathens that's going to be for the inheritance of Yasharallah, man. Plain and simple, man. Esau is the end of the world and Jacob's the beginning of it that follow it. All right, and these heathens, along with Esau, Edom, is going to be subjugated to the Israelites, man. All right? So these other nations, they have no chance of receiving salvation with the elect of the nation of Israel. All right? Because even those of Israel are not of it all of Israel, right? So we know only the elect is going to receive salvation, no heathen, no Gentiles. But then but once the elect receive salvation, the heathen is going to be part of their inheritance, man. So being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai is, being a nation of priests and kings and priests, right? So a kingdom, right, which is a dominion, a kingdom, right? It's going to be a dominion, right, of kings, man. All right, so this whole idea that these heathens are going to have the ability to be part of the salvation, or no, man, not at all. All right, let's go here. That matches that scripture. Revelation 2. Let's read 25. It reads, but that which ye have already hold, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. All right. So just like we read in Psalms 2, right? And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father. And I will give him the morning star, and he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. All right. I'm curious. We good. We can just, yeah, man. So, yeah, man. So he that overcometh is they're gonna have power over the nations, man. Roughly. So this is promise to the Yahweh Shai and the joint heirs with the Yahweh Shai. All right, the 144,000. All right, that governing class. All right. Um. Let me grab this. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, should go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they call thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded up upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. All right? But the point was, right here, verse 16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, should go into captivity. All right, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right, so these nations again will have to go in captivity. All right, let's get the old goody book, Revelations 13, verse 9. It reads, If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. You see? So, again, there's going to be servants, slaves in the kingdom, and that's the heathens. All right, they're going to be given for inheritance, part of the inheritance. All right, so that's it, man. That's going to be their role in the kingdom. All right, eventually, they're going to get their own provinces. They're going to rule. I mean, not the Slovakia. They're going to have their own provinces. We going to rule over all these other all over all these other nations, man. You see, they're gonna be, if they want to use the word vassal states, okay, yes, they're gonna have their own sections. You know, they're gonna be under rulership, all right. And then we're gonna have to break them with a rod of iron if they get out of line. We're gonna have to break them down with a rod of iron, man. It's plain and simple, man. They're gonna be servants, man. They're gonna be building up, continual employment. You see? All right. The heathen is going to be for our inheritance. And like we read back and go back to it, we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. All right. With a rod of iron. Matter of fact, let's go ahead back into Psalm 2. And it reads, it says, Thou shalt ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a pot of vessel. So they're gonna get their foot. We're gonna put our foot up there as if they get out of line, man. Plain and simple, man. They're gonna have to break them down, beat them into submission if they get out of line. Beat them into correction. All right. Now, again, when the righteous authority people rejoice, and the wicked bear rule people mourn, well, yes, it's going to be a rejoiceful thing for them to, get put in their place, man. All right. All right. So, yeah, man. Like when you go, because, yeah, they're going to come flowing to us, right? All right. Isaiah 14:1, it reads, For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, no other nations, man, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. All right, and that's talking about the Israelite foreigners. All right, and it reads, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of the Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and um, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You see? And that's talking about these other nations, man. All right? All right, so plain and simple, you know, the Lord is gonna have mercy on the elect of the nation of Israel. They will receive salvation, and these other nations is gonna be in servitude, man. Plain and simple. All right. So with that, pray this lesson was edifying. Real